Take a deep breath in and exhale. Close your eyes. Keep breathing deeply. See yourself entering into a space that goes beyond the place that you're physically in. It's a special place where our souls are able to acknowledge each other and to meet. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see yourself surrounded in the presence of the entity that you value the most. God, the higher power, the source, whatever it is. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you know it was the wise decision to step up into this space. Declare that it was a wise decision to get out of the trap of doing more stuff and giving yourself permission to be here. You are certain and you know that by being here, you are allowing your mind to get sharper, your spirit to get stronger, and your heart to get more loving. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are willing and able to make the most out of this time and from your life. Declare that you are receptive toward your message for today. And that you receive your message for today with gratitude, full of gratitude and love. Just because you are aware that it's coming all the way from the subconscious to the conscious. And just for that, you are willing to express gratitude. Does that mean that the message necessarily will be liked by you? Not really. However, are you keeping in mind that when the message shows up, it gives you an opportunity to know yourself even more? Take a deep breath in. And exhale all attachment to a specific message. Declare that you are totally committed to interview your message for today with curiosity. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale your attachment to a specific message, keep in mind that is an option in a universe that is infinite. Infinity rule. Infinity rule. Therefore, declare that you are willing and able to embrace, to receive that message and use it to heal. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And declare that you overcome the illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, observe which came first, a thought, a memory, body sensation. Any of that inspired you to jump in and said, yes, that's what I do? Or any of that put you in despair? Are you asking, but what is the illusion about trading certainty for risk? Could it be that you believe that you always take risks or never take risks? If you are in that mindset, is it possible that you are only considering one area of your life? Vocational, for example. However, you are more than one area: physical, familial, financial, mental, spiritual, social. Is it possible that you are judging yourself about the risk you take because you are comparing yourself with others? And since they risk too, and you don't, you believe you never take risks? Is it possible that you have choose to take risks that you didn't even want it, just because others were risking to fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Is it possible that a specific event of the past is coming more than once? Is it a time when you choose to take a risk and it worked in the way you wanted? Or is the moment that you choose to take a risk that require at that moment all your energy, all your spirit, and now you perceive it didn't resolve in the way you were expecting? Take a deep breath in and exhale. What if that risk that you perceived it didn't work? It's already working. What if, because of that specific risk, you learn, grow, and evolve into a new version of yourself? More able to fill the blank. What are you able to do now that you weren't able to do at that time? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. What if right now you choose to ask yourself, and during the day, when do I choose certainty over risk? When do you choose certainty over risk? In which areas of your life you do things that people later tell you, did you dare to do what? But for you was like nothing happened. which areas people tell you, why don't you risk to fill the blank? And if you perceive that you have never listened that, no one will tell you that because you always take risks. Is it possible that when you perceive others that don't take risks in the same way that you do, you close yourself to their ideas? Is it possible that you are limiting your life in some way or form because the opportunities that you give to others that you perceive that take more risk that you can handle or less risks that you would love? Take a deep breath in and exhale everything that is overwhelming you. Keep in mind, this meditation is about expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness. And by being in this space, you are already doing that. Transformation has started. So please, receive all my gratitude for having taken the risk of being here. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Look into the future. Is it a future that you think you have to aspire because of the risk you haven't been able to take? Because of the risk that you took and didn't work? Or so you think? Is it possible that you are looking into a future limited in any way for the risk that you perceive you can handle at that moment? Or the risk that you can handle at this moment? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Look into the future that you would love to experience. How does that future look like in every area of your life? Vocational, physical, financial, familial, mental, social, spiritual. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, review your self-image. Who are you saying you are? Who are you saying you can't become? Look into the future that you would love to experience, that higher version of yourself. And look into the version of yourself today. Which of the labels that you have placed on yourself are you willing to take the risk to review? Is it possible that you are thinking that risks are only for extreme sport? dream business? What about taking the risk of knowing yourself more? What about taking the risk to develop that higher version of yourself that lives in that future that you would love to experience? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are willing to adjust your perspective about who you are and align with that vision of your future that you would love to be in. How does that look like for you? How do you speak? How do you listen? Which opportunities you are open to at least try? Even if there is the possibility to fail. Are you aware that whatever you choose to do or not to do, you are taking the risk of that decision? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, anything that could show up as overwhelming, realize that transformation has started. So you are already aligning your self-image. You're adjusting your perspective and aligning with that future that you would love to live. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Do you believe you have the power to choose wisely when to trade certainty for risk? Are you aware that in order for you to step up into new levels of service, profits, health, freedom, and greatness, in whichever way or form you value the most, that balance of choosing wisely when to trade certainty, what you have, what you know, for risk, embracing the unknown, will allow you to access a whole new world. A whole new world. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Look into your past. Are you aware that the changes that has happened in your past, the transformation that you perceive has happened, was because you choose to risk or not? Consciously, intentionally, or not? So, if you believe you have the power to create your future by creating your reality every day, which label on yourself will you take the risk to place on you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. What if you take the risk right now to believe you are a masterpiece and you are willing and able to adjust your perspective around being a masterpiece, to align with your future, the one that you would love to experience, and to step into it? How does that look like for you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose way to tread certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Are you concerned that now you have to always choose, fill the blank, certainty or risk? Are you keeping in mind that you are the one who have the power to choose? The question is, which risk will you take? With every decision you make, which risk are you willing to see how it goes, to try, to live with the satisfaction that at least you try? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Are you aware that you can also choose to live with the regret of not having tried? Which emotion gives you more peace? Love or regret? Take a deep breath in and exhale. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. I overcome illusion and choose when to trade certainty for risk. Blessings.